It'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jones. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have the Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Ladybug. Timberland.
Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. He's got Slayton on the slam. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about the Seahawk defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, fourth and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up fourth and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Detroit Johnson. Detroit Johnson. Great. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Jones eluding the pressure right. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Gold gutter.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up the first and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble and second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their own 21. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Giants 3, Seahawks 0.
From the 29, here's second and a couple. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And complete to Smith and Jigba. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Gets past him at the 10. Great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 25 yards that time. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. How about this? And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. And he is into the end zone to put the lead up 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, let's punch it in. Let's punch it in. Up, go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And down to the 20 he'll go before running out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. The final shot here before break. Smith. Smith and Jigba with the ground. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break.
Both these teams get a chance to
down the coast now,
maybe change their plays if need be.
Jonathan
Halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it.
Report.
And for the call of the 2nd half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Off of play action, here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Smith. He's got his tight end fan. He's going to have the first down and then some. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash. This from 33. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
They're on 17-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And some room to work. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Timberland.
They'll look to throw again. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the interception, here's Smith sliding out of the pocket. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Walker trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Metcalf motions left. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. He's into space past the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gino's going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing Jones. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And, oh, this is close. They needed 7 yards, and 7 is what they got. Cutting it close, but the ref down the numbers. There he goes. Finding space at the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
North Allen. Go north.
Now Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. Why shift the crew?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jones now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Waller out left side. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jones on 1st down. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the Seahawks 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug.
2nd down and goal. Jones in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2.
Troy Johnson, Detroit.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the two-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Seahawks,